What it do on the line? They say trucking is easy. Nah, it ain't easy. You gotta make it do what it do. It's rough, yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be a winter storm coming. Today is February 2nd. Sir. Things we have to go through as a truck driver. But you know, it's just actually just regular life, you know, as a trucker. That's why it's not a job, it's a lifestyle. So if you come in looking at this like it's a job, it's not gonna be same as a regular job. It's different. Get the ride through here, so I gotta watch my own speed, especially with snow. I'm in Massachusetts right now. Just leaving out of Maine. Traffic don't get too heavy before I get home. I'm ready to go to the house. I've been out on the truck all week since Sunday, early Monday morning. I left about 3 a.m. and I'm gonna be home. Looks like maybe 6 p.m. Eastern time. There's supposed to be a snowstorm coming up here in Massachusetts, up in the northeast area anyway. It's supposed to be like 3 to 6 inches. But then I think it's another storm. Another snowstorm coming after that. Boom, what it do though, Wyatt? Yeah, trying to make it home. They say trucking easy. It's really not. It's hard work. Like, especially like, I put a lot of water where we pull hard, carry a lot of water. What it do though, so I'm always heavy, my loads. So I'm really heavy. Today I picked up 47 pounds. And I think my tractor weighs, I think 13.5 with the trailer. Boom, thanks for the light. Yeah. It's going really hard, like, it's not the sticky snow just yet. It's just wet, thick snow. So I'm about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours from home. I'll be home. about, the truck being heavy like that car. It got over in front of me. Didn't want to slow down, then get over. But you shouldn't slow down in front of a truck once you get in front of it. Keep a nice, steady motion, like a nice speed. A consistent speed. Because you can't slow down that easy. Especially when the truck empty. Oh yeah, it's harder to stop. You wouldn't think that, but it's actually easier for me to slow down and stop when I'm loaded. And we don't like to stop like when people in the cars thinking like we're gonna stop for them. Like yeah, we can, but if I stop on the dime, if I can make a hard stop, I'm gonna shift my load. If my load shifts, now I can take it to a place where they gotta rework it. And then they're not happy with it. At the company, they're not happy because that costs like anywhere from $800 to $1,000 just to do that. And then the company that I work with, when that happens, the broker don't like to pay the carrier. So that's not a good thing to shift the load. So if you're driving around trucks, we don't want to slow down hard because we loaded and we don't want our loads to shift. And then once you get to your delivery to the warehouse, they won't receive it. They won't take it off the truck. So they'll tell you to go somewhere else and get it reworked and bring it back. And they can take a week sometimes. That happened to me before with Alfredo sauce. And it shifted on me in Jacksonville. I took it from Syracuse, New York to Jacksonville, Florida. And it shifted because they loaded the truck wrong. It took me 10 days to get that reworked. Boom, what it do though? I can't read your name. I got my camera on the dash and all the way back in the seat. But how you doing? I'm out here working hard, headed home. It's been a long week. Long week. So eventually I work myself out of the truck. I don't know. I'm trying to make moves and set things up to launch my companies this year, coming up here in May. I want to launch one now. I wanted to do it in February, but things changed. I brought this guy on the shoulder of his truck. I don't think I'm going to be able to get over. Some guys drive the truck, they'll just pull over right there for no reason. Then when they get ready to get back on the interstate, they'll just cut in without even speeding up. But yeah, so I didn't launch my one company that I wanted to launch, which was a lumber service. So I'm trying to get my produce company up and going in May. I'm not sure. If I don't do that, I'm going to make another move to something else. So if I can't start that in May, my produce company, I'm going to have to wait till next year. And I'm not going to be happy. It's an easy business to start. Two of my businesses that I'm launching, it costs under $500 to start it. One is going to be a driver recruiting service where I find I match the right drivers and right companies together. So that's the way I like to say it, instead of saying me finding drivers' jobs, but I'm looking forward to matching the right drivers with the right companies. Like here where I'm working at now, it's okay. I started off rough with this company, but it's working out. I left and went somewhere else because of things, happened here. And but other than that, it's a pretty good company, that I work with now. So, like I can match somebody with a company like this. If you're a driver, you're going to run into problems with companies, stuff like that, and it may start off a little rough. So I give people insights on things like this once they're going to go with companies that I would match them with. But if a person just really kind of starting out, I have other companies that I can put you with where you're going to maybe make least amount, or you'll make less money, but it'll be more comfortable for you. So with me, 25 years doing this, I'm around that 23, 24 years. So I just say, 25 years, just round it up to 25 years. I can match drivers with the right company. Like the guy I work with now, he's like, hey, do you know any good drivers? I'm like, let me put a bug in a couple guys' ears and see what happens. But they don't want to make a move right now, so I can be consistent on finding companies for matching drivers and companies together. So, and I will continue to work with drivers and carriers. So I have a plan that'll work for drivers in the companies. That's one. And my other company I'm going to be launching is a lumber service company. When the load shifts, like I was speaking about, I can have the truck come to us, or we go to the driver and restack the freight that's shifted on the pallets. Excuse me, my voice. It's a little scratchy. All this noise you hear is the safety stuff on this truck. I don't like trucks like this. With newer people, yeah, it may work with them, but with the experienced driver, nah, we don't want all this noise, all the distraction, because it's actually a distraction. So my window washer fluid has like de-icing like chemical in it, so I use it to melt the ice off melt the ice off my blades, my windshield wiper blades. The guys that want to be home every night, you got to go through this like at times just to make it home every day, and which is tiring because once you get home, your adrenaline is going, and you can't just go right to sleep. So if you're on the truck for 14 hours, and then you're going to be home for 10 hours, it's going to be 4 hours before you actually fall asleep. So you got 6 hours of good sleep, and I can just crawl in the back of my bunk and sleep. Once I get to a place, I've got 10 hours, I can crawl in the back and get a good 8 hours of sleep. So me, I don't mind staying on the truck. Other guys like up here that I've been working with and talk to, they're like, oh yeah, but you can't go home every night. Man, I'm out here to do a job that's not even a job, to do my thing. What I do is, man, that's trucking. So I like the truck, that's what I call it. It's not a 9-to-5 job, this is lifestyle. So that's my lifestyle, being a trucker, so I truck. And the closer I get home, I think it's gonna get a little worse. You know what I mean? So I'm just getting the beginning stages of this snowstorm or whatever. I'm actually not in the beginning stages, but it started maybe like 45 minutes ago. Now it's starting to get like this. Now we get to the sticky snow. I'm doing 65 miles an hour. It's nearly up through here. And I just gotta watch when the car's braking. Oh, what a bump. Heavy as hell. 47,000 racks on my back. That's the trucker talk. I got 47,000 pounds that I picked up. It's on my trailer. So I'm about 78,000 pounds in total weight. That's a lot of weight. and I'm driving international. I don't like internationals, but I can say this international man pull this load like it ain't nothing on his back. Like it feel like it a little here, but once I get up farther down up here where I'm going into this run right here in this lane, heading home, it's gonna get more rain. I'm gonna run through some mountains over there, so I'll be getting up the mountains at about 48 miles an hour. Sticky stuff. I've been in blizzards before, way worse than this. You couldn't see none of those cars. You couldn't even see that orange sign that's over there on the right. And I've drove and stuff like that for 7-8 hours. Scared as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. That happened to me an hour once. Man, it was like everything was one, like those ditches over there on the right, that was all leveled off. It was level with the road. You couldn't, the snow. You couldn't tell where the road was at all, or where the ditches was. So I was using the tree lines, the top of the tree lines, from in between this side and the other side of oncoming traffic, and trying to predict where the road was. This is what makes me a pretty good driver, because he knew that this little pool was coming up. Now he's always close to my lane. Like, come on, bro. So I go back over on him a little bit, rock him back, like, you know what I'm saying? But he knew that was coming up. He should have got his speed. You know what I mean? Get over. Like me now, I get over. I see that truck coming out of that rest area. I want to go ahead and get over early. Signal early and signal long. That's that's a good habit to keep. Trucking. If behind him, he's hit brakes. There's a spot over right here. So we cut over here. But some guys just hit brakes for no reason. I use my Jake brake, which is something that slows the engine down, so you don't have to use your brake brakes. This guy flashing up here. The traffic almost at a stop. Some guys don't know how to use the flashes. Flashes only when traffic really comes to a dead stop. But a slow down like this, you don't need your flashes. That's sending out the wrong signals to drivers. They go on one getting towed in. That's a Peterbilt. Those Peterbilts, they don't make good engines with those no more because they put packet engines in them now. Oh, I'm in Massachusetts, right outside of Bristol. Yeah, but those Peterbilts, they like now, Peterbilts, they put Cummins engines in Peterbilts, but Peterbilts are usually known to have Caterpillar engines in them. But Caterpillar didn't want to change their design around to meet the emission laws for 18-wheelers. So they stopped making engines for 18-wheelers. Caterpillar did. And they only make it for like heavy equipment and stuff like that, tractors, you know what I mean? But like now they don't put, like, Caterpillar don't make engines for 18-wheelers no more. That's why guys now, if you got a Caterpillar engine block, you get like $20,000 for one of those. Really, I don't care what type of conditions it's in. And a lot of people look for those. And now, most Peterbilts, that's why it's getting towed in, it has a Packard engine in it. And when you take that to a mechanic shop to get it worked on, a diesel mechanic, they don't want to work on Packards. They'll put you to the back of the list, even if you're at the front of the list. A Packard, man, I'm not working on no Packard. That happened to me before in the Kenworth. You know what I'm saying? So, but now they put Cummins in Peterbilts. So Peterbilts, not top of the line trucks. Now you can have engines like this, an ISX, and this truck. It's not a G7 or G6 or whatever. It's a regular engine, you know what I mean? It's Cummins, so it's really all engine. It's not more computerized like a Packard. Packard's is more computer, works with the truck than engine. Kind of like a Detroit DD15, DD14. They're more computerized than, you know what I mean, like block engines. So yeah, I know a little bit about trucks. I know a little bit about a lot of things. Pay attention to my channel, you'll see. You might be like, hell no, I'm gonna subscribe to this guy. This man crazy. I can't be crazy when I'm driving through this. Let me turn on my defrost now. That's gonna make my phone hot too. So I'm gonna turn it off and on. Then when my phone gets hot, my phone gets, it says it's hot, and then the shut off. All that slowing down from that. That's why it's not about being safe, it's just pay attention. That's all you gotta do. And keep good habits when you're driving. That's all. And just know you have zero room for error, especially when you're driving a truck. Like, yeah, I don't want to drive up too fast. This car merging, the truck up there, and he's sending out wrong signals already. And I passed him a long time before he passed me back, and he's just running up here, so he's hitting brakes. Like, that's like, I don't like to drive behind drivers like that. Now I'm looking all the way to the top, as far as I can see. I see cars hitting their brakes up there, so I just keep a good distance right now, because the road's really kind of slick right now because it's snow and rain and ice together. So now I keep my J brake on so I can slow down a little quicker too. A lot easier, smoother rather, not quicker, but it slows me down a lot smoother. See, there go that guy getting over again. He's just taking a lot of risk. So when I keep it in my mind, in my conscious thought, as I'm driving, to pay attention to that guy, because he's kind of really actually operating a little unsafe to my driving experience. So I drive for myself. I don't drive like, I drive with flow of the traffic, but I drive to my with my intelligence. Everybody just slows down for nothing. I think it's trucks is what it is. Driving in the middle lane instead of staying keeping right. Then when they get to that hill, like coming up here, they like to they get up the hill slow, so it slows the traffic down. They good for that up here in Massachusetts. Work right there. See, guys, they don't like to get right. Like me, I don't like to hold up the middle lane. But if it's a heavy merged area, I have to stay in the middle lane. But then I'm in and out. If the truck going fast, it's behind me, I see him coming up fast, I get over to the right and let him around. I don't just hold up the middle lane knowing he can pass. You know what I mean? I don't like the cars today. See that? See what I mean? Nothing there. Like, what I mean, they wasn't even thinking, he's just driving. Looks like he's texting driving. Look, they want to come back over here. You're not paying attention, playing with the radio. See all those trucks in the middle lane? That's what's slowing the traffic down. When I started driving up here in the summer, back in the summer here, well actually, it was summer, August. When I first started driving up here, They was doing this then when it wasn't snow. I really don't feel like it today. I just need a couple days off. Now I have Saturday and Sunday off, and I'll be ready to go next week. This week, you know what I mean? I only did 2 trips, which I should have done 3, but the way they kind of messed things up last weekend, and then I had to wait on. Just this week wasn't a good week. Last week wasn't a great week either, but I had just started back here, so. This week, I'm going to be back in the lane coming up. Being back in the lane meaning that I can be back in and running smooth, and I can be on a time basis, on a consistent time basis, where I can do 3 trips and get a chance to go home when I need to every other day or something, you know. But it don't matter to me. I like staying on the truck. I sleep better in the truck than I do at home. Especially when you're sleeping on the air mattress. I've been sleeping on the air mattress months now. So I moved in November, December, January, February. It's going to be maybe 4 months. And I'm ready to get my bed, but I got to get my car out of the shop first and check out my little stuff on here. You'll see it. Those Teslas, man, those are not good cars. Like, people that get them, they don't know how to drive them. Like, I always have problems with Teslas. They don't know how to operate around 18 months. People that drive them, because they'll pull in front of you, hit brakes really hard. So when I see a Tesla, I try to get the heck away from a Tesla. They like to speed up, slow down, get in your blind spots. You know what I mean? Like, they really play with trucks. Moving life science for science, life science. That was on the side of the trail. See, with all that slowing down for no reason. It's really those trucks is just really like. It's Friday, baby. I ain't gonna party nothing. Party to my Z's. I ain't gonna party till the break of dawn. I used to. That's old. I had a transformation that I went through, and I instead of having more transformation. So it's important for me to pay attention to these type of things. So I can't party till the break of dawn. And get my groove on. That's that summer I get a chance to go out to Cape Cod. I live maybe like 2.5 hours from here. Go out there for a day. I used to go there when I used to move furniture a long time ago. And we moved some people there. You know, they let us stay in one of their cottages that they rent out to the tourists when they come to Cape Cod for the summer. It was actually a really cool, nice little cottage. So we moved him in and we worked hard and we got us about 9 o'clock at night. He was like, "Now you guys can stay in our cottage." And so me and I worked with my uncle then. We stayed in the cottage. It was really nice experience. I didn't know Cape Cod was actually a tourist site. I need new blades. I should have got them today. I started to, but being lazy. And I have, instead of me spending my money and then taking the receipt and giving it to my boss so he can reimburse me, I wanted to use my points from when I get gas, when I get diesel gas for the truck. I got a member's card and I get points. So I have like $84 on there now. I didn't want to spend $50, $60 out of my points on that, so I kind of been trying to debate, should I do it? And I should have done it. I'm trying to be, you know what I mean, like save me some money. Which is important. I gotta save me some money. Come on, car, I'm about to get over on you. You don't know what's gonna get over. Everybody else, like now, there's a car behind them. They want to speed up, don't want to let me over. Helps get the ice off the blades so you can swipe and see. Without the snow, the ice from the snow sticking to the blades and then the swiping the window. Yeah, the windshield. Everybody riding the middle lane. Doing 37 miles an hour, pretty much 35. That's what makes me a good driver. I pick the spots I need to be in I pick the position my truck needs to be in when I'm traveling these roads in the States. Siri. Over 65, these guys like they don't want to roll. Wind going pretty hard too. That's why I say I'm a great driver. I mean, like I know the spots to pick. Gotta get over here. I ain't taking them over. See, they weren't paying attention. They should have been. They should have seen that earlier. Make you a great driver. Here we go again, like DMX boys. Slow down. Here we go again. I hadn't caught that GTS guy yet. Now he want to roll fast. See how he doing? He wasn't doing that back there. But since I trucked past him, now he want to act like he trucking. That's what a lot of guys do. When they see that you run them down, you start passing them, they speed up, they try to keep up with you. I still end up leaving in the dust. Straight up. He got his buddy behind him, the same company. They on the same load together. That's what we say in trucking. They went to the same place to pick up. Now he fast. Oh, snow plow up here. That's why we're going slow. Bim bim. So you know what you buddy. Bim bim. Got in. So I stroll these 2 miles and jump off up here. God damn. Up there pretty hard. Hope you got good tires. You're laying that salt down right now. In this lane early as possible. Because it's going to be hard to try to get over. There's going to be a split right here. Now see how he flashing, you want to get over? That's not the way you drive. You don't do that. Now you know a driver feel like now you want to muscle your way through. You want to muscle his way through. He let him in. I wasn't gonna let him in. I ain't gonna front. Here comes this damn Tesla. Man, let me get up. You see how they do? The signal light on. Look. See how Teslas do? People don't know how to drive Teslas, man. See what I mean? You gotta come up, go and get in. Make your mind up. Damn Teslas, man. Like, people cannot drive those vehicles. If you ain't careful, this curve right up here, man, that damn thing will have you laid over on your side. Like, I came across it one day, I was light though, and I'm like, whoa, while I was tilting, I'm like, damn, I was like right at the part of tilting right here. At the point of tilting. I can't get off if you want to get back over here, but I gotta stay on, I need to keep the speed. I let him in up here. lane, his right lane gonna end the guy in the right lane. See, Western Express need to get on it, man. Already knocked Lady Hero, and I'm like, boy, she just messed him up. Put that on his record for the next 3 to 5 years. Just when a car just bump your trailer, and then leave you a room for error. Because I don't need to make a mistake. Somebody. Like a year before you leave, or they make you pay. A year before you leave, or they make you pay for the school that you go to their school with. I wouldn't want to be stuck with them. But Prime is a good company to work for. They just starting out to teach you. I would go with Prime other than anybody else. Because one thing about Prime is it's all refrigerated fleet. 90% of it, I guess, that I see. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I know most of like 99.99% of the trucks that I see are refrigerated trucks. Trailers. They do it refrigerated freight. So, with that being said, they go all over the country big time. So you get a lot of experience and get a chance to go to California, Washington, Utah, Colorado, Florida, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, Kansas, Chicago, Wisconsin, Illinois. You get a chance to go everywhere with Prime. So you get a lot of driving experience. Like in the winter, you get a lot of experience. But like with Western Express, they run this thing, what we call it, run this thing on here big time. I think I see more Western Express trucks than anybody up in this area. So if you just starting out, and like let's say you got a DUI, or you just got out of prison, hell, you can just get out of prison for murder and get 30 years and go there. You know what I mean? But at least they give you a chance, so you want to be graceful and thankful for companies like that, you know? I had a feeling when I started out with Carolina Cargo. From out of South Carolina, they're all team companies, mostly. A lot of good driving experience with Carolina Cargo, but you know, you're gonna make about $700-800 a week now. Back when I started, I was making like $500-600 a week. You know what I mean? It was like $500 a week, 10 cents a mile, all the miles the truck drove that I was on, I got paid for it. But if you're on time, you get 11 cents a mile. And I started out like that. 5 months I worked with them. And I lived on the truck because I was homeless. Didn't have nowhere to live, and I stayed on the truck. So I got a lot of driving experience. Then somebody stole my wallet, and then I was out of the truck for like a year. And then I got a job as a mover, working with my boss. He gave me a shot, man. And that was in 2010. I started. No, I was out of the truck not for a year. It was like maybe 6 months. And then I got lucky. Got with a gas station up here in Connecticut. I worked there 5 years. Made a lot of freaking money. A lot. Didn't do nothing with it. I tried, but I was in a relationship that I wanted to work, and we was new into the relationship, and she didn't want that because she was 5 years out of a marriage, and just play with it, really. But I grew out of it, and I became a big dog, became a big stepper in these spiritual streets, you know what I'm saying? For real, seriously. God came in a whole different way. I talked about it here on the channel. Man, the way he came in, like, and like stuff he sent, things God sent to me. People say, oh man, this guy crazy. Man, you can say what you want to say. 51 miles an hour, and I got all this weight. This little international man can knock up the hill pretty good. And I always said, man, if you put me in the international, I'm not driving for you. I'm quitting. Oh, it's not a Pro Star, it's an LTL. But they still have electrical problems because sometimes my passenger window just go down by itself. Out of the blue, we do that sometimes 10 times a day, then it'll stop. So these trucks known for electrical, have electrical issues. That's why I drive them. Don't like to drive them, but I drive it. Western Express trying to hang with me, man. He in the international too. I know he put in water just like me, bottled water, jug water. I don't know what type of product I had on the trail. I didn't pick the load up. But yeah, he hauled water. They go to the same place as I go. So when I go pick up water. So and he just as heavy as me. I'm pretty sure I got the same truck I have, and I beat him up the hill. He don't like to stay behind me. I got over that lane, he got over the right lane. I get over the right lane, he gets back over the middle lane. But I'm doing 74 down this damn drop. I'm about to get caught down this speed, and I'm out of control on these iced up roads. That's ice down there. That's not like all water. That's ice down on that damn road. If you get out and try to walk on it, you're gonna feel the ice on the asphalt. Like I don't understand truckers nowadays. They don't want to drive behind another truck, but it's safe. Like if I can see another truck up here and he hauling ass, I get right behind him. You know what I'm saying? Just follow him. But if he start hitting brakes too much, no, I'm not gonna ride behind him. Gotta check to see how performance is. I think I use the one truck now. It'll make my phone hot when I'm on live. I got 414,000 miles over here. That's 144. Fold. Let's go back there. Closer and closer to home. Getting closer and closer to home. I think I'm gonna manifest home today. Already on the deal. It's just my normal program. I want to be home every night and have the weekends off. That's all guys do. Cry about that up here. I'm like, they not no real trouble. Back to took a light back. Go ahead. I'm still gonna continue to get lights, and I don't even care about the light. I had 3, now I got 2. Man, this guy crazy. Let me take my light back. Probably figure like, oh, this black guy, and say what the hell is right there? It don't matter to me. My stuff gets the right people when it's time for it to get the right people. That's all that matters to me. But I thank you for taking the light back. I appreciate that. Thank you for taking that light back. I'm still trucking, they ain't gonna stop me out here. Get out. Take my light back. I don't take light backs. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I like something, then if I don't agree with it, then I just leave it like up there. I don't care. You know what I mean? Subscribe to it. I'm gonna subscribe to people's stuff because one thing I noticed, they could be talking good, and then next thing you know, they you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't be aligned, so, and then it get really horrible. You know, so I unsubscribe, but I won't take the like back. I have done it before because I've liked something and I don't want it in my algorithms. When I was learning, then I try to unlike it, and then it's stuck in my algorithms. My bad. See, that's how conscious I am. Let me turn this off so everybody can not be irritated by that scratching and screeching on the windshield from the wipers. See, when I let it get wet a little bit, man, I'm not letting nobody in. I'm trying to get home. Knew should have got in back there. He hung up out there. You better hope one of these four-wheelers let you in. I'm not letting him in. Because they know the lane in. Saw the sign back there. They try to creep up. Oh, I didn't know. Too bad. You a truck driver. You should have been reading that. But if you didn't catch it, well, my bad. Just like it was your bad, my bad. I didn't know you didn't see the right lane in. Merge left. And then watch, when I get up, he's gonna be looking at me like, you gonna let me in? Hell no. You gonna let me in? I can tell what kind of type of truck you got, what the name on the side of the truck, and where you from. And then instead of trying to creep up, I won't let you over, bro. No way. Nobody here now. Pickup truck let him in. You better be glad. I wouldn't let him in. Some of them know this. And then they'll still come up here and try to do the same thing. Try to come around you. Look, he want to clean his mirror off now. See? I hope I know you know I can't really see you over there on the right in my blind spot. You let one car in and everybody want to get in. So they're not even speeding up trying to get over. And they want to just cut in the last minute. They don't know how to merge. Just gonna stay over there. I don't see you. You're in my blind spot anyway. Can't see you. I don't like this truck. That's my Jake braking, trying to make the engine slow down. And don't want to do it. Other trucks, I can do it at this speed. I'm doing like 13 miles an hour. Then that way I don't have to use my brakes. Because like when you hit brakes, you know, you have trucks behind you. And then you steady riding your brakes, you can send the wrong signal to like actually good drivers like me, myself. Once I get past this, I'm just as good as gone, hopefully. As long as there's no accidents, I'll be home in an hour. Well, not home, but back in my area. Now, what I'm going to do when I get past this merge lane right here on the right, this right lane, it's going to be like a third lane. I'm going to hold back and let all that traffic in like this. I'm going to back off a good little ways because if I keep going up on him, it's going to be hard for me to get through. So I'll leave a gap, a space, so cars can get through. And actually they'll get through quicker that way. Do is I'm gonna show you how I do it. Like I don't like to do this, but I'm gonna have to. All those cars jamming up over on the right, I'm gonna do this. You gotta get over here and stay with this truck right here on my left and block all this traffic. So it won't come here no more on the right because everybody's trying to merge right in here. So now I just back off and leave a big, huge gap. Watch how I get through faster. Because it's going to relieve all that traffic because everybody keep running up, jamming up. Nobody's leaving gaps like this. If the other truckers do this, the traffic actually flow a lot more smooth, but other truck drivers are still in the doggone truck, so they won't do this. That's what makes me a great driver. And when they're doing that, sometimes these cars from over here, from the right, would get over here in front of me, and then they jump right in front of them and slow them down. Then this lane will go faster than the other lane. You got a 50-50 chance of that happening. But this is what I do like this. I'm not gonna keep going up there, running up, going up, slowing down, and all that. I can just do this, let people merge. This is why it's jammed up. Like that car want to get over to the left to the right. They must want to get off on the exit. You gotta let people merge in. So I hold the traffic up so nobody else can come in this lane and do this. See, watch it start flowing. See what I mean? It helps the other people out too. See that truck right there? He's still not far ahead of me. And that car got in the right lane. Notice the truck, this traffic merging. And they from here. See, and I just helped the traffic over there. And there's a truck coming. I let the truck in front of me because he merging now. But the guy knew the lane was in. I'm not gonna let him in down. They're like a Somalian guy, they can't drive. Somalian truck drivers, man, they can't drive. I mean, I don't like to be hating on people or make it sound like I'm hating or say something bad about people, but they really can't. Some Puerto Rican people, they can't drive either. Truck up there on the left, he hadn't got too far. See, sometimes when you think when you're driving, that when you stand up on close on cars and not letting nobody in is helping you, but it's really not. So leave this lane up. See, the other truck drivers not doing that. That's why I don't let them in sometimes. See, that's what made me a great driver. See, when he thought he was just jamming up there on that traffic up there, going up on that traffic like that, you see how I'm just creeping? I'm not allowing myself to stop like that. He just keep hitting brakes. That's what made me a great driver. See, I passed him. That was the same one that was in the right lane, was in that I want to let in. You see where he at now? He over there. Don't know how to drive. See, I don't want to come to a full stop. I just slow down. Just let the truck creep. And it helps people make up their mind. See? Now, it looked like I wasn't going to get nowhere because of that gap back there, but see, I leave the lane open. Boom. See what I'm saying? If more drivers do this, then, you know what I mean, they can, there'd be a lot, you know what I'm saying, there'd be a lot less traffic, traffic jams. So now I don't want to come to a complete stop. What I do is just slow down and then let the truck creep up there. I don't want to keep coming to a stop. Then when I get to the next merge area, I just do the same thing again. I'll be long gone from them guys. That's what's happening up here. Like, trucks don't do that. Like, they gotta leave a gap. You know, you're a truck driver, you ain't going nowhere. You only gonna keep freaking working. So leave a gap for the locals when you're coming through their communities. So they can merge, so it won't be a traffic jam. You can get through easy. See that ice down on the road? That little, you see the little grooves from the tires and stuff in the ice. That's why I say it's not. It look like it's rain, but it's actually ice. It's on the ground. It look like it's water, like wet, but it's actually ice. Boom. See what I mean? Nobody won't let nobody over. People cry about this little, like, you know, when you run to a jam up like this, man, oh, that traffic, god damn, ain't you only just a truck driver, bro? That's part, your name is traffic. Your first name is N, your last name is traffic. You know Mr. as Mr. or Mrs. in traffic. That's your first and last name. Just let the truck creep, so I creep, yeah. Once I get up here, I'm about to block that right lane off because everybody like is merging up here. These cars keep going around to the right, running up there, jamming it up. So when I get right here, by this little split right here, what I call it, I'm gonna kind of get in that lane so cars can't get around, so I can get through. They smart. They was like, let me go ahead and get over early. Like truck driving left spots. They was smart. That's how you do it. Instead of like them, you see how they keep going up there? They know the lane gonna emerge. Now I'm about to shut that lane down. After this one car right here. Shut it down. Bam! There's no more traffic coming through. We gotta get through. Block it off. Cause they keep jamming it up. See what I mean? Cars on the right lane trying to get over to the left. One day I was with a driver like this. I said, hey man, let's block this damn thing off so we can get through. He said, oh, all right. We blocked it off and left a big gap. So like it was three lanes. So we blocked off the 2 lanes like this. And then it was just that 1 lane open. We blocked it off. And then by the time the traffic merged, man, we got through. He looked at me. He was like, all right, thumbs me up. Like, and then peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I appreciate that. Taught him something. You know what I mean? I taught him something. That's what truck drivers have to do, is stay beside each other like this. And let the don't even try it, bro. Don't even fucking try it. You slip through, dummy. You still gotta get back over. Don't even try it. Don't let nobody through. Traffic already backed up there. They gonna slip around. All right, it's good to go nowhere. See? You gotta block the traffic off. Truck passed me again. See what y'all did? Let that one sucker by. Then once we get up here, we got a whole nother merge area. I'm glad other people know what I'm doing so we can all get through. You want to run up there to jam it up, and then you can't get through. See how now we get able to get through, ain't nothing getting over. There's another merge spot right there. After that one, I just got to work through that one. Then the next one it'll be pretty much, we'll be okay. Dang, that gas truck, man, the gas, the air tank gas got past the dang on trucks I passed. I know people mad like, man, you can't just block the lane off. Yes, I can. Call the police. They're gonna say, well, he's not wrong. He can block it off. I can block it off. I'm supposed to. Because that's unsafe what they be doing. There's a chunk of ice came off the top of the truck. It sounded like something like an air, like a see how we get through now? Like shut them down back there. Shut it down. That's what I like about driving truck. At least I can shut something down. That used to be my nickname though. Shut them down. Shut them down. What's up? Shut them down. Shut them down. Oh, I tell people that, yeah. You know, it was my street dude name back in the days. Shut them down. Snyder. That's ice actually falling out of the sky too with the snow and rain. Ice, snow, and rain. Ice, snow, and rain. Now I'm gonna do the same thing here that I did back there. That's what makes me a great driver. gotta leave a gap. I don't know why truck drivers don't know that. Here he come again, a non-driver. Strongsville, Ohio. They want to get over the last minute. They could have been did that. No signal light. That's a lot of ice falling out of that sky. People don't want to let the murders. I'm not getting over the car in front of me. It shouldn't let you over, and everybody's saying that. He comes storming up there like that. He hauling the tail up there. Move it on. About to pass you anyway. Again, watch. See what I mean? A lot of these cars gonna get over there. Man, you had time to go. That truck knew what I was doing. It's making it easy to get through now. Dang, that guy walking in this weather. See what I mean? Man, this guy don't know what he wants to do. Weather bad out here like this. it right there. Ooh, then he broke down in the bad spot. Man. What the fuck is it? Alright, y'all, so it's gonna get serious up here. These little mountains, and I got like maybe an hour and 20 minutes to get home, hour and a half.